Half a day, everyone. My name is Gerald Chrysostomo, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to the luxurious world of Tiffany&Co. For more than 180 years, Tiffany&Co has been synonymous with luxury and style. Few American companies have such an illustrious history. It begins with a founder's vision of beauty that was brought to life through unassailable standards of excellence. As awards and accolades accrued, Mr. Tiffany led his company's growth from a New York City legend to a jeweler of international renown. His vision of the company is to become the world's most respected jeweler. Now that we know a little bit about the company, let's take a look at their marketing mix. The marketing mix consists of 4 P's, which are product, promotion, pricing, and place. Tiffany offers products for high-end consumers. The products include jewelry such as necklaces and rings, fine watches, home and accessories such as barware and leather goods, and fragrances. Like I mentioned previously, Tiffany&Co's main clientele is the luxury consumer, so they do price their products on the higher end, which is typical for luxury pricing. They justify this high price because of their brand name and legacy, and through the use of the highest quality materials available. Most of Tiffany&Co's sales are done through the traditional brick-and-mortar retailing at high-end luxury malls. However, with the recent pandemic, there has been a large push both within Tiffany&Co. and the entire luxury industry to make the transition to e-commerce. However, there is a question as to whether Tiffany&Co. and other luxury stores are able to still deliver the same quality of customer service online as they do in store. Similar to the recent push in e-commerce, advertising and promotions are now primarily done through social media campaigns. The most notable of which are the Beyonce and Jay-Z campaigns, which took social media by a storm. In addition to social media campaigns, Tiffany&Co. promote themselves by loaning pieces to celebrities for red carpet occasions and other highly publicized events. Now that we have a better understanding of Tiffany&Co.'s marketing mix, let's take a brief look into the external factors that affect Tiffany's operations. These factors can be categorized into 4 main sectors: political and legal, economic, environment, and technological factors. One notable event affecting Tiffany&Co. in the political and legal environment is the recent Russian invasion on Ukraine. This map depicts Tiffany&Co.'s global suppliers of rough-cut diamonds and gems. However, the US has placed various trade sanctions on Russia as a result of this invasion, which does include the import of rough-cut diamonds along with vodka and seafood. As a result, a Tiffany spokesperson has said in Barron's that Tiffany has paused the sourcing of all rough diamonds from Russia, as well as serialized diamonds of Russian origin regardless of where they are cut and polished. One notable economic factor affecting Tiffany&Co. is rising inflation, which is a huge concern for the entire luxury market, as this means consumers are losing purchasing power, which can result in slower sales. An inflation gauge closely tracked by the Federal Reserve surged 6.6% in March compared with a year ago, which is the highest 12-month jump in 4 decades, and further evidence that spiking prices are pressuring household budgets and the health of the entire economy. However, demand for luxury goods in the US appears to be defying inflation. This strong demand comes even as the US Consumer Price Index rose in March at the fastest annual pace since the start of the 1980s. LVMH, which is Tiffany&Co.'s parent company, reported first quarter sales of 26% increase from the same period the year before. So although inflation is a huge concern, it does not seem to be affecting Tiffany&Co. and other luxury markets as extremely as analysts predicted. A major environmental factor affecting Tiffany&Co. is climate change, as it not only affects their supply chain and operations, but the mindset of their consumers. The new generation of consumers who in 2018 alone drove 85% of luxury sales growth consists primarily of millennials and Gen Z who demand sustainable practices, messaging, and products. Sustainability now serves as a vital component of shopper motivation, forcing brands to pursue innovative sustainability initiatives that will deeply reshape their business model. A technological factor affecting the company is the recent industry-wide transition to e-commerce. Luxury companies primarily cater to traditional methods of shopping at brick-and-mortar locations where they can focus on delivering a high-end shopping experience in addition to selling luxury goods. However, during the pandemic, luxury stores had to close shops and make the transition to e-commerce. While global luxury brands suffered a quarter or two of weak sales, overall they came out of the pandemic stronger than ever. And a new study from DataWeave, a retail data and pricing analytics firm, predicts that the changes forced on the luxury fashion market by the COVID pandemic are going to result in a stronger and more resilient market in the future. Now that we have looked at what factors have been affecting business operations externally, let's analyze the internal business operations of Tiffany&Co through a SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis allows one to determine the strengths and weaknesses of a business, as well as any opportunities and threats. When you see this color, you can't help but think of Tiffany&Co. In fact, this color is originally called Tiffany Blue and is trademarked for use by Tiffany&Co only. This branding and recognizability is one of the major strengths of the company. When you see a blue jewelry box, you know it's Tiffany&Co. You know that you are about to receive a piece that is of the highest quality materials. However, the same cannot be said for a red box, which is used by a variety of jewelry brands as big as Cartier and as small as vintage jewelers from Guam. One of Tiffany&Co's weaknesses is their inability to attract a younger demographic of consumers because of their aging designs. When I see this T-smile necklace and bone cuff, I cannot imagine myself or other younger consumers wearing it. I think of my cool older aunt. She's cool, but she is older, and I'm not ready to see myself as old. Tiffany needs to begin introducing more fresh and edgy pieces to attract the attention of a younger demographic. An opportunity that Tiffany must take advantage of is the new diamond, more commonly known as lab-grown diamonds. Lab-grown diamonds are in every way identical chemically to mined diamonds, except for where they're sourced from. Lab-grown diamonds are more sustainable and take up less resources, allowing diamonds to be more affordable and accessible. Mined diamonds require 126 gallons of water per carat, whereas lab-grown diamonds only require 18 gallons per carat. A carat of lab-grown diamonds only releases 6 pounds of carbon emissions, whereas mined diamonds release 125 pounds per carat. Mined diamonds disrupt about 100 square foot of ecosystems and land per carat, whereas lab-grown diamonds only disrupt 0.07 square foot of land per carat. In every way, a lab-grown diamond is more ethical, more sustainable, and the right choice for Tiffany&Co. One threat of Tiffany&Co is the rise of direct-to-consumer competitors such as R8 New York and Mejuri. These primarily e-commerce businesses take full advantage of the direct-to-consumer business model and offer consumers an extremely lowered price point for similar quality materials. In addition to a lower price point, the direct-to-consumer business model also allows Mejuri and R8 to have a high product turnover rate, allowing these companies to continuously offer the newest design to their customers, whereas Tiffany&Co only releases a handful of designs a few times a year. This concludes my presentation on the wonderful world of Tiffany&Co. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me and allowing me to present my findings.